Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's going to be a bit of a different video since the gym is closed at the time that I'm filming this. So real quick, we're just going to go over kind of a beginner's guide to building muscle. So first thing I'm going to talk about when it comes to building muscle is going to be splits, which is basically how you're going to separate your training into the days. So the first split I'm going to talk about is the push-pull leg split, or the PPL split. So essentially what it is the first day you're going to do your push movements, so all your chest movements, your tricep movements, your shoulder movements, anything that involves pressing movements or pushing movements. And then your pull day is going to be for any pulling movements. So that's going to be your back, and that's going to be your biceps, because with your biceps you're pulling up or you're pulling towards yourself, and then same with back, you're pulling down or you're pulling towards yourself. As for legs, pretty simple. You just hit your whole legs. Sometimes I'll do a quad focused leg day, and then the other day of the week I'll do a like a hamstring focused leg day. Basically what that means between quad focused and hamstring focused is I'll go a lot harder on quads one day, which means I'll train like way past failure with the quads one day, and then another day I'll train way past failure with my hamstrings. So you do with the push-pull leg split, if you'd like to set it up this way, what I like to do is I like to do Monday push, Tuesday pull, Wednesday legs, and then I'll just repeat that. I'll do push Thursday, pull Friday, and then legs Saturday, and then I'll have Sunday for rest day so that I can go to church. Let's say I'm feeling sore on Thursday, I'll take a rest day on Thursday instead and just do Friday through Sunday to repeat the split, and then I'll just repeat that. I basically only take my rest days intuitively. Whenever I feel like I really need to take a rest day, I will take a rest day. But I never take more than one rest day at a time. The next split I'm going to talk about is the bro split. That is a split that is very high in volume. With the bro split, you'll do let's say Monday you'll do chest. That's only chest movements Monday, and you'll do about like 4 exercises for the chest, which is overkill. That is overkill. If you're doing like 3 working sets per exercise, that is way too much. That is overkill. That's 12 sets on your chest. Yeah, that's too much. That's too much. That is just way too much. With the bro split, the next day you'll do back. You'll just do back. No biceps, nothing like that. You'll just do back the next day. So that's gonna be all your rows, all your lat pull downs, your lat pullovers, pretty much everything like that. And you'll do like 4 or 5 exercises for that. On the third day, you're gonna do arms. So you're gonna do bis, tris, and shoulders, which is pretty great. I do love an arm day. It is also quite a bit of volume. It is quite a bit of volume, but it's not as much as other days. And the fourth day, you'll do legs. So it is like it's a 4-day split. So you could do it, you chest, then you can do back, take a rest day, then do arms, and then do legs. I like that split because there's more upper body days than there is legs. I mean, in both splits there is, but there's 3 upper body days and 1 leg day. Because I'm a big believer in not training your legs as much, because I think that legs are lame and boring, and when you grow your legs too much and your legs get too big, you look stupid wearing regular clothes. We'll talk about another split. This is going to be the upper lower split. So basically you'll train your whole upper body one day, and then the next day you'll train your whole lower body. And a lot of them will split it up into upper A, upper B, lower A, lower B. So it is kind of still like a 4-day split, and you'll have rest in between there. But how an upper A would work is like upper A, you'll train chest first. Upper B, you'll train back first. And then lower A, you'll train quads first. Lower B, you'll train hamstrings first, like while your muscles are still fresh. Because the first exercise you do, I'd say the second exercise you do, you're gonna be the strongest. Because that first exercise is really just a warm-up exercise to get you into your main like compound movements. So yeah, your second exercise is always gonna be your strongest compared to your last. So that's kind of how they set up the upper lower split. As for diet, we're gonna talk about diet real quick. Really, like, as for like gym bros and stuff like that, the two diet options that most people will do is like high protein and high carbs, which is the one I like to do when I'm bulking. At least when I'm bulking, you do high protein, high carbs, high calories, always making sure that you're in a calorie surplus, especially if you're a beginner and you started out as a skinny guy like I did. I definitely recommend staying in a calorie surplus. And if you don't know what that means, it's going to be about 300 to 500 calories over your maintenance calories. And if you don't know what your maintenance calories are, there is a website that you can go to calculate your body's maintenance calories. Like, you can calculate that based off your height and weight. And then that website also calculates your body fat percentage, your BMI, all of that stuff. That website is pretty great, I'm not gonna lie. But you also can use the MyFitnessPal app. I am not sponsored by them, but I will give a shout out to them anyways, because the MyFitnessPal app is pretty great. I use it. You can basically go there and you can track your calories. It literally has every food you could think of in the system. It tells you how many calories you need to bulk up based on your height and weight and your goal weight and how long you want to bulk for. So it is definitely a really, really good system. Yeah, it's a really good system. I like it a lot. And then there's the option for high protein and high fats as well. Like high protein and fats. So that's going to be your carnivore diet. That's going to be like no carbs, because the claim is that having no carbs will put you into ketosis, causing you to burn off all of the fat you have on you. It's going to burn off all the fat, and then the protein is going to keep you building muscle. I don't like that one because there have been some scientific studies that came out that carbs will actually help you build muscle. But I would say if you're trying to like get fat loss, do a carnivore diet. If you're trying to lose fat, definitely do that. It is going to be hard because you're going to be so low in energy, but what I recommend doing in that case then is to supplement B12 and B6, or if you want to, you can always use caffeine as well. Caffeine helps me tremendously whenever I'm trying to cut down to get shredded. As for supplements, all right, so supplements are not necessary. They're not necessary, especially not for beginners, but just a couple of supplements I do use. So first thing I use is pre-workout. That is the first thing I always have used. It just honestly gives me more energy. It allows me to focus in. And then also, if you guys do want to get some pre-workout or any of these supplements that I have listed on here, except for turkesterone and ashwagandha, I'll get into those in just a second. But if you do want to get any pre-workout or any other supplements I mention on here, you can go ahead and go to the link in description for Bucked Up supplements. I highly recommend getting some there. If you use that link, my discount code will give you 20% off, and it'll automatically apply at checkout if you use the link in description. Alright, so I've always used pre-workout. It's pretty great. It allows me to lock in and focus, and sometimes the pre-workouts will have beta-alanine in there, which will get you like kind of that itchy feeling, which I happen to love. Some people don't like that itchy feeling. I really love the itchy feeling. And then there's also a thing called pump product. Pump product, essentially what it has is it usually has black pepper, pink Himalayan salt, because sodium's really good for like your electrolytes. And electrolytes don't only help with energy, but electrolytes will also help with your pumps, with like, you know, your veins getting bigger and bulging out of your arms, essentially. And then also some pumps will have glycerol. Glycerol is basically like it basically shoots sugars into your bloodstream. Glycerol is pretty great. It always makes my veins pop out more. Glycerol will make your pump product or pre-workout, whatever it may be, appear to be a little bit more clumpy and chunky when you open up that container, because glycerol does kind of seem to bind together clumps of pre-workout or even pump. You also can take like pill forms called pump caps, and then another thing I'm going to talk about is creatine. Creatine is the number one supplement I would recommend anyone taking, because not only does it fill your muscles up with water, not only does it carry water to your muscles to saturate them and make them appear fuller, bigger, but also studies have come out recently showing that creatine improves cognitive functioning. So it improves your brain's ability to remember things and to think more clearly and focused. Creatine has tremendous benefits. Creatine is also naturally found in stuff like fish. I believe it's found in other meats as well, but it's just not as high of a content as supplementing creatine. You can get creatine either in the powder form, or if you do not like the powder form, because it does, if you just put it in water, it kind of tastes like silty water. So if you put it in juice, that can be good. But if you also do not want to get the powder, what you can get is get the creatine gummies on Bucked Up, which they are flavored. They have 5 different flavors. They're all really good flavors. My favorite is the raspberry, and it has carbs in it to help carry that creatine to the muscles a little bit quicker, so it is a bit of a faster acting creatine rather than just the powder version of it. But yeah, and it does come in the 5-gram forms, so it is 5 grams of creatine in those gummies, and they are very tasty. Alright, another supplement I'm going to talk about. These supplements are absolutely not necessary. You do not need to take these. These are just like if you want to. Alright. Testosterone. Turkesterone is a natural herb found in Uzbekistan, and sometimes it's combined with Tonka Ali and ashwagandha. Sometimes it's combined into one pill. Essentially, what it is it is a natural testosterone booster. It has been clinically proven that it does boost your natural testosterone output, which is really good. That's really good. But you don't have to take this. You really don't, especially if you're young. If you're a teenager, you do not need turkesterone. Also, another one is ashwagandha that I mentioned in there. Ashwagandha is a great supplement. It helps improve your sleep. One of the side effects, I guess, is becoming emotionless, I guess. I do notice that I'm more stoic on it, I guess. I don't know if that's a placebo or if it's actually proven that it can make you more numb to things that would normally make you emotional. Like, when I'm on, excuse me, sorry, I'm very tired when I'm filming this. When I'm on ashwagandha, and if I go for a PR or something like that, I can't really get hyped up for it because that's just what ashwagandha does to me. But I will say it does help improve workouts a little bit. Also improve your sleep, allowing you to build muscle, because sleep is very important when it comes to building muscle. You have to get your 8 hours. If you are not getting your 8 hours of sleep or more, you're losing out on gains. I'm sorry. But yeah. So that's pretty much everything I had to talk about here. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the algorithm. Also, go ahead and click that link down below to get 20% off on any of your orders using my code, Bucked Up.